Hi, welcome to Code and Coffee Conversations by DEVCON and ICP. I'm Dom, Executive Director of DEVCON, and we have a special guest, our host for today at Consensus. So I'll invite Nelson, our partner, to introduce himself and what he does for ICP.
Ako hindi naman host, no, but more of we are a partner, no, and nandito tayo ngayon sa Consensus because it's the biggest event right now sa Southeast Asia, no, Web3 crypto event. A lot of protocols, no, big protocols nandito right now, VCs, projects. This is the opportunity wherein you can introduce your project with what you're doing, and we can represent Philippines, no, dito sa sasabi natin global stage. And Consensus kasi is it's really big, no, and across different continents they do this conference meetup. They invite top leaders of the space, and a lot of people join in and network with VCs and other founders as well. So my name is Nelson. I am the co-founder of ICP Hub Philippines. We are a registered non-profit company right now sa Philippines called Isla Camp Center Inc. And the idea here with what we're doing is really to lead the adoption of Web3 and ICP in the Philippines. And we're partnering with universities, partnering with DEVCON, na sana mas malalaki pa yung reach, no, for us to scale, to educate more students, and kumbaga yung mga fellow kababayan natin, mga Pilipino, would leverage on this emerging technology.
Sige, thank you, Nelson, for that introduction. So Nelson, like ko naririnig sa'yo, we want to change the narrative of the Filipinos to become not just consumers of builders. Siguro you can start with, ano ba yung builder ng technology nung nakita mo dito sa Consensus? And why do we want to change the narrative for Filipinos na maging builders din?
Yes, so we're very known as users, no, mga big projects, pupunta sila ng Pilipinas to increase their numbers and papakita nila yun sa mga VCs nila. Papakita nila that they're growing and they get more funding and support sa mga VCs. So we have this opportunity, no, na yung Filipino talent can showcase din yung capability nila, yung skills, no, to build something. But what's needed is really that entrepreneurial mindset. So we've been really searching for across cities, no, sa Philippines, not only Manila, working with different projects, founders who has this serial entrepreneur mentality. So that's a key word, no. They should be able to build regardless of wala pang support, because they really believe in the space, and no matter what, they're gonna build their dream project. And for us, nagbibigay lang kami ng additional na suporta, grants or technical know-how para magawa nila yung dream. We want to change that narrative wherein, users lang tayo, big projects goes in the Philippines to grow their numbers, but that can also build as well.
Mag-i-start pa lang ng Code Camp, ano yung message mo sa attendees ng Code Camps and future builders sa Pilipinas?
Galingan nyo, aralin nyo mabuti kung paano mag-deploy ng smart contract sa ICP or sa blockchain mismo, no, in general. And magkakaroon kayo ng option once you start building. You recognize that there are a lot of platforms that you can build onto, no? But right now, ICP na yung parang grassroots, no, natutunan nyo right now. And we can support you if you're gonna continue on building that, no, pagka-graduate nyo. Grants will be provided to support, no, on a 3-month, 6-month, or a year period, depending on the milestones and the growth of your project. But since graduate pa lang kayo, bata pa lang kayo, I suggest you start being an entrepreneur, creating something and building something before you decide kung you'll be going to the traditional employee job or be an entrepreneur. Yun yung kailangan decidean.
Sige, thank you, Nelson. So recap lang sa sinabi ni Nelson. Right now, you're attending the Code Camps or supporting our events. The next thing to do is, number 1, follow ICP. They have the Olympus grant, Olympus Accelerator program to get more support from building on ICP. Second, they have hackathons and more grants. So make sure to follow ICP. So additional context lang, no? Why is DEVCON partnered with ICP? Number 1, there are a lot of platforms from different markets and regions in the Philippines, from Europe, from Asia, from US. Pero when they say maraming exciting, maraming magaling yung branding, maraming magaling, pero who's investing in the Philippines? Who's ensuring that their programs that are the best of the best in the world are actually, kasi usually ang sponsors gusto nila nasa Manila lang or nasa main event lang or kapag dapat 800 yung attendee. So we really enjoyed and partnered with ICP kasi nung nabasa ko yung description nila is really building grassroots community of emerging technology and advocacy talaga. So right now, for DEVCON, if partner with DEVCON, we always make sure na aabot siya sa 11 chapters natin. So for those who are watching this, whether you're in Bukidnon, in Iligan, whether you're in Cagayan de Oro or in Davao, in Visayas, in Bohol, Iloilo, Bacolod, or even in Cebu, or in your Pampanga, our first kick-off code camp today, we want to make sure that you're supported. We want to make sure na our partners are helping bring the best of technology, hindi lang sa city, sa Manila, hindi lang sa Metro Manila, Davao, or Cebu, but also in Pampanga, in Laguna. So nakakatuwa na madaming partners but not a lot of them are willing to do the grassroots level of really supporting code camps and the next generation of bidlers in the Philippines. So really appreciate. Siguro Nelson, in a short way, if some are familiar with some platforms, what makes ICP as a platform? Siguro Nelson, in a short way, if some are familiar with some platforms, what makes ICP?
Ang problem is hindi siya 100% on-chain. Most of the time, you interact doon sa front-end, which is stored in Amazon Web Service, Microsoft Azure, depends kung anong pipiliin nila. And from there is again the centralized entity, monopolized internet. No? So if we're talking about the new iteration of the internet, is going to be 100% on-chain, meaning to say front-end, back-end, and all interactions will happen on the blockchain.
And then Nelson, lagi mo sinasabi, blockchain is a global technology. If it's a global technology, anong advantage niya for a student right now anywhere in our chapters? What's an advantage for them to learn blockchain as a global developer in the future? Anong advantage nila kung magba-blockchain sila?
Well, the future nga is going there. No, everything is going to be decentralized. No, the traditional monopoly that happened. No, which is if you go back down to the history, no, is supposed to be open source and public peer-to-peer yung internet. But of course, nagkaroon ng business opportunity and centralized monopolies which we are using right now. If you interact with the internet, you're gonna go with Google, with Netflix, Facebook, or whatever platforms. And that's just maybe 1% of the whole internet. So if you really want to take advantage or move to the direction of a decentralized future, which we are, it has to be 100% on-chain. And that's the reason why you have to learn to code on ICP and to take advantage of it. What will happen even if AI together with blockchain that can scale like ICP, that's going to be a self-writing, no more coding, no? And the AI will just code. But the thing is, in order for AI, we think that for it to work, it has to be decentralized and not on a centralized server.
Then Nelson, those are watching mga estudyante, magtitesis pa lang, they don't know what to choose. Your message to the future bidlers of the Philippines from nationwide chapters.
Okay, if you're gonna, before you start traditional work, traditional job, I think start being an entrepreneur and building something on this space. This is an emerging technology. We're talking about $1 trillion vault that you can open by bringing value. That value is building on it. So depends on what idea you have, how you're gonna capitalize on this learning or technology that with this code camp. Just continue building and we can support you.